The world's map wasn't born from nature alone. It was etched by war, treaties, and ambition. These are the forgotten trails where geography met destiny. Cutting through the heart of Berlin, the wall's path followed urban streets, canals, and the Spree River. It was a man-made barrier of reinforced concrete, not a natural formation. The climate was continental, with harsh winters and warm summers, a stark contrast to the political chill it represented. While the ecosystem was urban, the Strip of Death became a bizarre wildlife corridor for hardy species like wild boar. Today, fragments remain as a memorial to a divided world. Stretching 73 miles across the narrow neck of Britain, from the Tyne to the Solway Firth. Built from local limestone and turf, it follows the dramatic Wind Sill, a geological ridge of dolerite rock. The climate is temperate maritime, often wet and windy. The grasslands support grazing sheep and diverse birdlife, including curlews. It was not just a wall but a fortified zone, a living edge of a superpower, marking the limit of Roman ambition. The border traverses arid deserts, the Rio Grande River, and rugged mountains. The Sonoran Desert, a region of extreme heat and low rainfall, dictates life here. The wall, made of steel and concrete, has fragmented habitats, isolating populations of animals like javelinas and desert bighorn sheep. It's a stark, man-made alteration to a vast, ancient landscape. Human infrastructure has created artificial oases, altering the natural drainage patterns. This border cuts through the fertile plains of Punjab and the desert, following a line drawn on maps with little regard for the terrain. It utilizes irrigation canals and rivers as natural boundaries in places. The climate is tropical and semi-arid, with a monsoon season. The ecosystem is agricultural, predominantly wheat and rice fields. The border is lit at night, creating a bright line visible from space, a testament to the enduring tension and division. The Amur, one of the world's longest rivers, flows through a landscape of taiga and steppe. Its basin is a confluence of tectonic plates, creating a region of varied geography. The climate is extreme, with frigid, dry winters and warm, wet summers. This area is home to the endangered Amur taiga and leopard. For centuries, the river served as a highway and a fortress, a vital artery for trade and conflict, defining the Sino-Russian frontier. The Atacama Desert, one of the driest places on Earth, is a landscape of salt flats, volcanoes, and the Andes foothills. The border follows the line of the old railroad, cutting through a geological formation rich in nitrates and copper. The climate is hyperarid. Life is sparse, with hardy shrubs and reptiles. This border is a testament to how valuable minerals, like saltpeter, can rewrite political geography, leaving a legacy of bitterness. This border follows the Oder and Neisse rivers through the Silesian lowlands and the Pomeranian Lake District. The land is flat to gently rolling, shaped by glacial retreat. The climate is temperate oceanic. The floodplains are rich in biodiversity, providing habitats for migratory birds. This border is deeply political, representing the forced displacement of millions and a major territorial concession by Germany. The border is a straight line drawn across the vast Syrian desert, ignoring natural geographical features and tribal boundaries. The landscape is dominated by sand and gravel plains, with the Euphrates and Tigris rivers cutting through. The climate is arid, with scorching summers. The ecosystem is desert scrub, supporting gazelles and lizards. This border is a man-made scar on the land, a perfect illustration of how colonial ambition can defy geography. This chain of coral islets and sandbanks extends across the Pork Strait. It was formed by the gradual accumulation of sediments and coral, likely a former land connection. The tropical monsoon climate brings heavy rains. The shallow waters are rich in marine life, including dugongs and sea turtles. According to Hindu mythology, it was built by Lord Rama, adding a layer of epic legend to this unique border formation. A strip of land in the heart of the Sahara Desert, it includes the Tibesti Mountains, a volcanic massif. The terrain is harsh, with lava flows, oases, and sand dunes. The climate is hyperarid and scorching. Life is confined to rare oases, supporting date palms and desert wildlife. The border was contested due to potential uranium deposits, a modern scramble for resources in one of the world's most inhospitable places. The border runs through the Kalahari Desert, characterized by red sand dunes, dry riverbeds, and acacia woodlands. It's a semi-arid region with erratic rainfall. The ecosystem supports large mammals like wildebeest, gemsbok, and lions. This border is a pioneer in conservation, forming the Kalahari Transfrontier Park, an example of how political boundaries can be softened to protect wildlife and promote tourism. Running from the Great Lakes to the Pacific Ocean, this straight line cuts across a vast and varied landscape. It dissects forests, the Rocky Mountains, and the fertile plains. The climate is continental, with cold winters. The ecosystem is mixed, from boreal forests to grasslands. The border often ignores the natural topography, a triumph of diplomacy over geography. It's the world's longest international border, a testament to a shared continent. The border runs along the crest of the Great Himalayas, including Mount Everest. Formed by the collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates, this is the world's most dynamic mountain range. The climate is extreme, with freezing temperatures and high winds. The ecosystem is high-altitude desert, supporting snow leopards and Himalayan tahr. This is the highest border in the world, a dizzying line in the sky where nations meet. The Pyrenees are a young mountain range formed by the collision of the Iberian and European plates. The geography is rugged, with deep valleys, glacier-carved lakes, and peaks over 3,000 meters. The climate varies from alpine to Mediterranean. The ecosystem is rich, with chamois, eagles, and bears. For centuries, it was a barrier that kept the Iberian Peninsula distinct, a fortress of nature that defined two nations. A diamond-shaped area of flat, featureless desert in the Arabian Peninsula, dominated by gravel plains and sand dunes. The climate is one of extreme heat and aridity. The ecosystem is sparse desert scrub. This border was a diplomatic invention, a no-man's land for nomadic tribes. It was only partitioned in 1975, largely to clarify sovereignty over lucrative oil fields, a prime example of a border born from resource economics. Following the Pontic Mountains to the coast of the Black Sea, this border is a landscape of lush, temperate rainforests and high alpine meadows. The climate is humid subtropical, with high rainfall. The ecosystem is highly biodiverse, home to species like the Caucasian leopard. This border has been a historical crossroads, connecting Europe and Asia and serving as a buffer between Ottoman and Russian empires. The border of the Antarctic Treaty is the 60th parallel south, a line through the world's most extreme ocean. The continent is a vast ice sheet covering a mountain range. The climate is the coldest and driest on Earth. The ecosystem is marine-based, with penguins, seals, and krill. This is a border of consensus, a model for international cooperation where all national claims are suspended for the sake of science and the planet. From ancient Roman walls to digital maps, borders are echoes of history. The land remembers, and we must keep exploring the trails they left behind.